So this is the summary study of chapter 11, the universal form, where Lord Krishna exhibits his universal form. So Krishna gives Arjuna the divine vision to see the brilliant, glaring, unlimited universal form. So in the universal form reveals in one place everything that ever was or now is or will be. So Arjuna offers obeisances with folded hands and glorifies the Lord. Krishna then reveals that except for the 5 Pandavas, all the soldiers assembled on the battlefield will be killed. Therefore, Krishna exhorts Arjuna to fight as his instrument and guarantee him victory and a flourishing kingdom. Then Arjuna, fearful of the universal form, requests Krishna to withdraw and show his original form. Then the Lord exhibits his four-armed form and at last his original two-armed form. So upon seeing the Lord's beautiful human-like form, Arjuna becomes pacified. One who is engaged in pure devotional service can see such a form. So the entire purpose of the Gita was to dispel Arjuna's illusion. So we have seen that in the last chapter, 10th chapter, Arjuna had already confirmed and declared Krishna to be the Supreme Person, Param Brahma, Param Dhama, that his moho is now gone. So now Arjuna says that he will fight. So, and wants to see the Vishwarupa or the universal form of Lord Krishna. In a humble way, Arjuna requests that if it is possible, please show me your universal form. So this is a desire of Arjuna to see Lord Krishna's universal form. It is not in a challenging mood, but in a submissive mood. So the central focus is deciding what the right action is for Arjuna. What should he do? Ultimately, he should fight. This is made clear in the Gita's beginning and end. But the core issue is what is the right thing to do. So Krishna will reveal, but from it he will bring back Arjuna to the essence of the subject. Krishna will show the universal form to Arjuna as requested by him. But after that, Krishna will again bring back Arjuna's attention to the essence of the subject, that he should actually do his duty of fighting. So Arjuna is given divine eyes. So seeing can mean vision, but it can also mean comprehension. So those who truly see they have both the visual data and the understanding. It is when Krishna shows the universal form, it is an extraordinary vision, a complex, awe-inspiring and overwhelming. Now Krishna shows something extra in the universal form. In Sanjay's description, Sanjay describes that Krishna's universal form is like thousands of suns, very bright, very impressive that it's binding. The brightness can be blinding in two ways. One is darkness and the other is brightness. Krishna is going to show Arjuna the universal form, but he doesn't want Arjuna to be blinded by its brilliance. Krishna adjusts the brightness so that Arjuna is not overwhelmed by it. In Arjuna's description, there are many special things, but the key feature is Arjuna's emotional response. Sanjay also describes what he sees, but it's Arjuna's emotions that are significant here. Arjuna's hair stood on end out of fear. It's astonishment, it's amazement and delight. Arjuna's emotions are intense. Arjuna's experience suggests that as if Krishna disappears when he reveals the universal form, Arjuna can no longer see Krishna. Instead, he sees the vast universal form. So, for Arjuna, Krishna has disappeared and all he sees is the universal form. The universal form Krishna is showing Arjuna is unlimited and astonishing. This is beyond Arjuna's understanding. So, the universe as such is made of 14 planetary systems. While certain forms of Vishnu are described as having hundreds of arms and legs, they are still individual manifestations, not the same as the universal form. The Vishwarupa shown to Arjuna is a vision of two things. One, that the universe is the body of God, and two, that God's power extends throughout the universe. It goes on to show that everything is contained within God and controlled by Him. God's form extends everywhere, and everything in the universe is within His power and control. God is not only the source of nature but also its sustainer and pervader. He sustains the universe, maintains its balance, and ensures its continuity. He is not like a boss sitting far away, but rather he pervades and sustains everything. In one sense, he is inside everything, and in another, everything is contained within him. pervading and containing so the full scope of God's relationship with the universe. So this universe is like the womb and the lotus flower that emerges from the navel of Garbhodaksha Vishnu symbolizes the creation coming out of the Lord's body. And from there Brahmaji appears, and from Brahmaji the entire universe emerges. So the universe was initially contained within the Lord's womb and then comes out. It is important to understand that it is not that Krishna is somewhere far away and we are here. The deeper reality is that everything is within Krishna right now. We are also within Krishna. So this is illustrated in the vision of Mother Yashoda, who sees the entirety of Vrindavan as well as herself within Krishna's form. This extraordinary vision is similar to what Arjuna experiences, where initially he is awestruck by the magnificence of the universal form. Arjuna also sees a form, but not a peaceful form like the one Mother Yashoda saw. Now Arjuna also sees a terrifying, angry version of the universal form, which invokes fear, because when an authoritative person becomes angry, we naturally become concerned. Seeing Krishna's universal form in such an angry mood makes Arjuna feel fearful. So everyone is troubled, and those who see it are distressed. So it says that the devatas are folding their hands in reverence and offering praises to Krishna, praying for peace and auspiciousness. So God's power extends everywhere, just like the power of a king who commands respect from all other kings and rulers. So Arjuna describes how the three worlds are bewildered by the sight of Krishna's universal form. It is not a peaceful manifestation, it is awe-inspiring and terrifying. He sees that the devatas and the perfected beings, siddhas, are offering prayers to Krishna. He begins to also offer prayers. The Lord's universal form is so overwhelming that it stirs intense emotions in Arjuna. Arjuna sees a blazing fire emanating from Krishna's mouth, symbolizing the fire of cosmic destruction that comes at the end of time. Arjuna is struck by how all-consuming and all-powerful this force is. It is a terrifying and overwhelming one. He feels a sense of helplessness. Arjuna is witnessing the cosmic destruction and feels that it is no longer just a vision, it is real and it is happening on the battlefield. The fire emanating from Krishna's mouth is destroying the warriors in the war. He describes the warriors entering Krishna's mouth when they are met with the deadly teeth of the universal form. As they collide with the teeth, their fate is sealed. So this image reflects the unstoppable, all-consuming power of the universal form. The warriors are helpless, drawn irresistibly into the mouth of Krishna's form, but they meet with their destruction. It is a cosmic reality, one that Arjuna cannot make sense of in the moment. So, in a confusion and fear, Arjuna asks Krishna, "Who are you?" So, the form of Krishna Arjuna is witnessing is not the friendly, familiar Krishna he has known. This is a shift from earlier when Arjuna was fully surrendered to Krishna. Now the sight of the fearsome form has shaken him to his core. Everything in the universe, both good and bad, comes from time. Time in this context is both. So, it is revealed that he is the personification of time or Kala. Krishna responds not by identifying himself as a friend, but by revealing a deeper truth. He is the personification of time or Kala. Time in this context is both creator and destroyer. Everything in this universe, both good and bad, comes from time, and time will eventually consume all things. Krishna's role as Kala is to bring about the inevitable end, the destruction that is required for the continuation of the cycle of creation. So as the embodiment of time, Krishna is showing Arjuna the inevitable fate of all things. The warriors on the battlefield are already fated to die, whether Arjuna fights or not. Krishna is offering Arjuna a vision that shows both space and time. So it spans both space and time, showing the past, present, and future all at once. This is a